I just hopped on here and realized that a video I tried to upload this morning didn't upload, and it's just gone. It is gone, and I'm going to share it again, but I don't remember all of it, but I know the premise of the reading. And it makes sense why it completely disappeared, because I just did my live stream. Currently working on all the back end of uploading that and writing my newsletter right now, but this just came to mind because I needed to know the astrology that's coming up this week and how it relates to that channeled message. Now, this message is for, and I'll have it up here, is for a seasoned practitioner, for somebody who has been in this space doing this work for a long time, who has been, like, you've had you're I don't know who you are, but let's be friends. But this is, I heard, like, this is for your reader's reader kind of energy. And this is for somebody who, it's, wow. I mean, with the astrology coming up, it's so potent. The nodes switching into Aquarius and Leo. I have a full video on my YouTube, my astrology YouTube on this, but it's very prevalent in this sort of energy of reclamation around your inner light and actually wielding it for the good of all, right? We have a lot of people using their light, or people who are puppeteering people's lights out into the world, like mass media, celebrities, all those things. And now it's time for the rise of people who are actually going to wield their light and reclaim their light for justice, for the good of all. And you're one of those people. And there has been, and it's one of those things where I can feel your hesitation of claiming it. Like, I literally, it's giving Mia from Princess Diaries, like, I can't be a princess, or I can't rule a country, I can't do that. Like, it's big responsibility. But what you don't realize is everything that has happened in your life leading up to this moment has been preparing for, like, has literally been preparing you to take this crown, because you're not going to abuse power. And that's where you're hesitating, because you're like, I don't want to be the one in power. I don't want to be the one in charge. Like, give it to that guy over there. And they're like, that guy over there will, like, do not good things with this. And so now with responsibility, with all this power comes responsibility, which means boundaries, which means you don't have a lot of time for idle chit chat. You don't have time for catching up with the girls. You don't have time for, and it's strange, because it's like you're understanding how important your time is and what you do with your time and who you spend your time with. Are they going to be within your court, or are they going to be distractions from the greater mission at large? Okay, so you may realize that there's nobody around you. Like, it's been like you've been cutting cords, you've been doing all this stuff, and you're like, now I'm alone. The people are coming that are going to help build this with you. I heard, like, this, like, what, you know what this is. It's why you haven't taken action on the creation that you felt called to create. Spirit said, here's this idea. And you said, cool, let's do it. And they're like, no, wait. Let it simmer. Let it simmer. You're like, it's been simmering. When can I take action? It's because there is this shift in you actually claiming the right to create this thing and actually have help creating it. Wow. You're moving into bigger ponds, bigger energy. You've been swimming in circles in the small little pool that you've been in, and now it's time for you to leap into, and that came through with the astrology that's coming out this full moon in Aquarius, potent, which my inner circle and I were going to be gathering for this full moon. So if you're interested, you can join us for new and full moons, all the things we do, cool stuff, whatever. If you feel that desire, I'd love to have you there. It'd be an honor to hold somebody like you in that space. There's bigger energy coming, and it's a lot to hold. That's why you've been either relocated. It's why people have fallen away from your life. It's why you've pivoted 180. It's but you've been trusting. You've been trusting. Okay, now it's time. They're like, we can do some different tools of divination. We have the sun in Cancer in the 3rd house. I'm just seeing you going from like a princess to a queen. I'm seeing you going from this naive, like, little girl energy, little boy energy, little kid energy into like true adulthood, true maturation. And it's like, I don't think you realized how responsible you are for a lot of things. Oh, that was what it was. Oh my gosh, now the reading's coming back. That I rolled that. You have been, because the 3rd house represents like close communication, like the people that are in your field of communication pretty consistently. So that could be family, friends, loved ones, like neighbors, right? The reason you are so energetically strong and the reason you pulled all your energy back is because you have been doing the energetic labor for, I heard, like an army of people, and you haven't realized it until you started. You're like, actually, I see I'm doing them a disservice by saving them, by like helping them with these emotional themes. I'm gonna take a step back and like let them figure it out, because that's important for them to learn how to do the skills to do that. The skills that you've done on your own, nobody guided you. And now you are the guiding light for humanity. No pressure. No pressure, guys. It's in this withdrawal of energy that it's put you in this like cosmic, energetic time vortex that is about to propel you forward, because there's no longer any tethers keeping you stuck. You did that. You reclaimed your energy. And this is like, your communication has changed styles in the sense that like you have this discernment of like when to say things, when not to say things. You're no longer over explaining yourself anymore. That's a big piece of this, is like, you don't owe anything to anybody. And that is also a part of the message that got deleted, is like, you might end up looking like a villain to some people because you're not playing the games. You're not playing in this like dumb little muggle chessboard thing. You're like, I have bigger fish to fry. I have bigger things that are happening. I have so much to tend to, and I need to cultivate relationships that desire to tend to the responsibility of humanity with me. And it starts with you. And that's why you have a bigger task, because you've already done all the work. And it's not to say the work hasn't ended within you. I haven't even looked at what the dice are. But it's that you are a steward of a bigger container. Cancer, Mercury in the 9th house. So you might be a Pisces rising. Pisces? Yeah. This Mercury retrograde was so intense. And it really has had you like reframing how you communicate your beliefs. That's been a big piece. It's like, how do I share what I believe? How do I share this with the world? And that, as soon as you start doing that, because you already know you've gone through the internal rebirth. I know you know that. You've gone through a massive internal rebirth. It's about introducing that new self to the world. Virgo, Neptune, 4th house. Yeah, whoa. Spirit's like, just how adaptable can you be? Your root system. Ooh, lotus. Okay. I was like, they were showing me a plant in water. You've been in the mud and you've been like, it's about to bloom. And I'm seeing like the third eye, like you may be getting a lot more downloads, like so intense. And I'm seeing like, wow, they're showing me a lot of visuals. I'm seeing the Hanged Man card in my one of my tarot decks. It's a full shift of perspective. You're looking at your root systems and saying, that is not how I want to be, so I have to change all of this. And you've been doing it. I'm going to leave this here. I love you guys so much. I hope this resonated. Let me know. Let me know how you're feeling in this energy. Let me know how Barbald's basket has been going for you guys. And this full moon in Aquarius, what house is it landing in for you guys? I love you so much. My readings are open if you feel that call. And I only have 6 natal chart readings open for August. So if you've been looking for that, it's time. It's time before they are all filled up. All right. I love you guys.